大家好, Long Shui Han back with another video. Today's video is going to be about 10 questions foreigners have about traveling to China. So that's going to be the video for today, and I'm just going to be answering them from my personal experience since I'm here now. Make sure you like and subscribe so that we can grow this channel and more things can happen. So the first question is China safe to travel in? China is very safe to travel in. If you come to China, you'll have the same state-of-the-art level of planes if you're flying here, airports, places to stay in the city. You guys know that the kind of environment that China has is very there's a lot of security. I mean, there's cameras everywhere and everything. So in terms of like the petty crime or like if you're gonna be like violent crime and stuff, that doesn't really happen. So it's pretty safe to travel in. Yeah, from my experience. So the second question, because we have 10 questions, I don't want to belabor on just one question. Do most people speak English? That's the second question. Now, okay, most people just speak Chinese. Now, a lot of Chinese people, they do speak English. Well, they know English because they've learned it since they were young in elementary school, all the way to high school and college too. But a lot of them just know how to understand it in a classroom setting. When it comes to actually using it in real life and person-to-person speech, there's not a lot of English usage. Most Chinese people just speak Chinese. They know a little bit of English though. If you're on campus, on a university campus like I am, definitely a lot of Chinese students will be able to communicate with you in English, but by and large, just mostly Chinese. Now, the third question is, what's the best way to pay? Can I use cash or do I need WeChat or Alipay? Now, you definitely need cash. No. You need Alipay or WeChat. You do not really need cash. If you're a foreigner, as quickly as possible when you land, try and get WeChat or Alipay or some form of digital payment application, because no one really uses cash. No one uses Chinese cash or obviously American cash. Because it's been such a transformation towards digitization in China when it comes to currency. A lot of it is just done on your phone. So yeah, if you want to pay for stuff and you want to buy some things at the store, all of that, you're just going to see a QR code. That's how you're going to pay. And if you just have cash, I don't know, you can shake the cash over the QR code if that works. It won't, but you need Alipay or WeChat. So that's pretty straightforward. Now, number 4, how strict is internet censorship and which apps, websites are blocked? The firewall, like the censorship and the apps and the websites that are blocked, they are basically, everything that is like Google or on Google or just like on the world's internet, most of it you have to have a VPN for it. Like if you want to use your home country's application or just the usual stuff that you could find on the like worldwide internet, you usually need a VPN for it. Otherwise, if you don't have VPN, you just have China's own. You have access to the internet, but it's just gonna be like a lot of Chinese stuff. So yeah, if you need to reach family back home, if you need to use applications that are only found in your country, then you need to use VPN, definitely. And there's accommodations for that. Is now number 5, is the tap water safe to drink? So at least at my university, but I'm pretty sure it's the same everywhere. The water, you want to boil it first. You can't drink out of the sink or anything. You There's like these fountains. They're not really fountains. They're like water tanks or dispensers, but it's boiling water. So you can put boiling water in your cup, boiled water in your cup, and that's how you can like drink from a water fountain. It's not a water fountain though. But yeah, that's the kind of water you can drink, is if it's boiled first. And so yeah, at my school it's very convenient. You can there's like boiled like water dispensers with boiled water that you could just pour some in your cup, and so yeah, you can drink water obviously, but you can't just drink water from the sink. Like you can't just put it in you can't just open some water, get some water from the sink and put it in your cup and drink it. My Chinese friends would they'd be like, yeah, no, you can't do that. So you wouldn't want to do that. You can, but you wouldn't want to do that. So number 6, what cultural etiquette should I know? Like gifts, greetings, table manners. Well, the kind of etiquette that you'd want to know is how to say please and thank you, and how to use chopsticks. Also, how to be as agreeable as possible, like how to be appreciative of kind gestures, because the people that like Chinese people, they really they emphasize, at least from my experience, giving and showing as much respect. And by respect, they like to like give you things like little gifts and stuff. So you want to just be appreciate that, and try not to say like, oh no, I don't need that. You might come off as maybe rude or ungrateful. But yeah, just make sure that you're just a thankful person and that you appreciate their kindness. 7, how reliable are trains and public transportation? They are very reliable. The system in Beijing is actually pretty well organized, and the blueprint for their entire transit system in the city is so fine-tuned for the large population that a city like Beijing has. It's very reliable. Now, number 8, what's the cost of living in major cities like Beijing or Shanghai? Well, since I'm not technically, I am a resident, but I live on campus. So I don't have the complete authentic living in Beijing apartments, or like I don't have the same. I can't speak from the same position as like an actual Chinese citizen who is like in an apartment in Beijing and has to deal with the like job market and the economy, all of that. So, but from what I hear, it's pretty expensive. It's relatively expensive, yeah, because it's a big city and stuff. 9, what holidays cause big travel crowds? Spring Festival, definitely. Spring Festival does. Then you know the usual holiday vacations. Like I remember in the fall there was like a fall break. But yeah, mostly in the spring and the summers, it's very crowded. I have not been here in the summer yet, so I can only speak from what others have said. But yeah, Spring Festival, obviously everyone should know. But yeah, basically the times when people don't have to go to work, everybody's out. Number 10, what foods are common and how different is it from Chinese food abroad? So people, yeah, are interested in what's the main difference between the authentic Chinese food in China and the Chinese food, like the cheap version. So like quote unquote cheap version, cheap copy that some abroad might have. To be honest with you, the main difference that I've seen so far, and I'm speaking from limited experience, so these videos will get much better in the future. From what I've seen so far, the only difference between Chinese food in China versus Chinese food outside of China is that there's just more variety. The taste is pretty much similar, but China just has it has all the Chinese food. The Chinese restaurants outside of China, they're just it seems like they just have a small portion of they just have a small portion of Chinese types of food. But China has everything. They've got different ways of cooking meat, different ways of cooking dumplings, different ways of cooking noodles, different ways of cooking just bread and all of that. It's rice. So there's just a whole lot more variety in China. That's how I would summarize the differences. But yeah, that's the video for today. Tell me if I missed anything, and definitely in the future there's going to be more videos like this, and more of will be said. I will have more to say as I live here for a bit longer, as I go through my studies, and I'll tell you guys what I learn, and you guys just keep an eye out for my videos. Like, comment, subscribe. 我们明天见。